Well, you know what's not going well for me when I can't get out of the first round against Toronto and the Montreal Canadiens win a Stanley Cup. So I keep accidentally spoiling the game for Sin. I thought I waited long enough. Okay. I'm going to go through this offseason. I'm going to see where this team is and then guesstimate how far out from actually accomplishing something we are. And if we are severely out of the conversation, we're probably going to have a different conversation. Oh, goodness. About what the future for 13 is. I think that was the dog. I think that was a cat from the hallway. Jesus. Panthers Cup win in 2042. Yeah, well, maybe. Who did we lose to retirement? Cronwall, Klo, Zetterberg's going to be a free agent, so that's a little bit rough. Not too worried about the prospects game. Cedric Tetarenko is apparently the top of this guy's list. Good to know. The trade block, let's just fully open it. Heading into the drafts, fully open it. See what deals might pop up. Take it from there. But we are in a bad spot, and I got to be honest, that Patrick Kane trade might go down as my worst move in a franchise mode. We have 7 first-round picks. Starting at pick number 13, we have 4 in a row, which is hilarious. No first-round pick this year, though. In terms of a trade, Buffalo is calling. They want Damon Severson for Eugene Strong and a 5th. That guy is not worth trading for. I traded Patrick Kane. I sure did. He couldn't score in the playoffs. Get their first overall pick. You've seen how teams don't like the trade, man. It's not even worth it. We'll take Harold Segroy from the Swift Current Broncos. Check goalies really quickly. Could be a couple half-decent goalies. So we'll take Ville Usatalo out of Finland. 3rd pick in a row. We'll go for Kip Knight. And then Lee Petio, a gigantic defenseman. We will also take Edgar Smith-Pelly. Say hello to your next season's Florida Panthers at this rate. Jesus. What else do we have? We still got a couple of dudes. Vyacheslav Okunev, another monstrous player. 6'9". And we'll also take Stephen Kampfer. So 6 more first-round picks. Hopefully there are some good players here. Hopefully. We get a trade offer from Anaheim. It's Klubertans and a 3rd for a 1st. Gotta be honest, though, Klubertans is going to make my NHL team next season, so that's a no. We don't need to trade for a future at this stage. We'll get this last guy, Markku Puistinen. Are the goalies still there? Yes, they are. Yuri Morozov. We'll take the other one as well. That being Pat Irving. Only 1 pick in the 3rd round. So we've done quite a bit of damage in the draft so far. First round pick for Nikolai Filatov. And draft picks. That's now got the Undertaker and Kane skating for you. I mean, Jesus, eventually we're going to end up with Andre the Giant with how many draft picks we have. All right, 2 stars is the best we can do now, son of a bitch. Matthias Martinson. Come on down. The rest of this draft is going to be pretty painful. The Kings are calling. Mike Barron, who's a depth forward already. So I'm going to say no. He'll be ready to go for next season as well. We're going to take that Edmonton approach of just a super young team. Alexei Matagosian. 18-year-old Russian. Pittsburgh's calling before round 5. Severson for a first-round pick. I want to hold on to Severson if I can. We'll be landing here. Uh-oh. Well, we're out of 2-star players already. Alvin Rosehill. Screw it. You were the next guy in line. Vancouver's calling. A first Seavers. I don't want 36-year-old Dan Hamhuis making almost $8 million. I'm good. I'm good. All right, we're actually done in terms of draft picks. Good to know. Chicago calls ahead of round 7. I'm not trading Sam Reinhart for an ancient and kind of dumb Duncan Keith. So in terms of the GM tracker, negative 69. GM reputation. Nice. Goodness. Can we get this team looking somewhat positive again? Or are we just screwed? First and foremost, the goalies. It's still Phaneuf and Comrie. Melvin Boyd's already a 70. We have quite a few high-value goalies in the system, which is nice. And we do have $40 million to play with. Defensively, it's Kulikov, Petrovic, Severson, Dennis Seidenberg still here. What does it cost to buy him out? 4 years at 1.3. Or 2 years at 3.9. Not sure. Borowiecki can go. Scandella, Tanev, Gudis. We're finally going to let go of my boy Weberman. Usatalo is decent. We didn't get anybody insane, but quite a few 3.5 stars, which is actually a good potential in this friggin' game. So we don't have too much to do there. On the right wing, here's the big choice. Kessel, Zetterberg. Do we keep these guys who haven't been able to win a damn thing? And I don't know. They're old, they're expensive, and they haven't helped us win a damn thing. I gotta be honest, I feel like we just move on. For Met 2, we can keep Sasha Barkov, who's finally becoming usable. Justin Ness ended up being 4-star, but his overall's a bit low at 21. Yeah, I gotta be honest, I think we just let go of these freaking veterans at this stage. Closest final point total is like 95 or something like that. 54 goals. I think we're good. As in combined. Well, that wouldn't be his final point tally. That would be career, unless you're talking playoffs. In which case, I don't know. I didn't look at the playoffs numbers. We're going to let go of all those big names, man. It just hasn't worked. But I do want to see if we have a young enough core, a promising enough core where it's like, hey, we might be okay. Jesus Christmas. Oh, my God. So, as we've been playing tonight, we've talked a lot about the Bruins-Sharks game. And again, shout out to Hockey Stat Cards on Twitter. This is what the Bruins looked like against the Sharks tonight. Lucic, Lako, Patra ended up being the weakest line, but everybody else just kind of feasted. Whereas the Sharks, that's probably the worst card I've seen this season for any team. Sharks are booty. Oh, the Sharks are booty. Absolute booty. Absolute tank commander. Marc-Edouard Vlasic. All right. When we let go of a lot of the big names, we have a crap load of money to work with. Still about $40 million. In goal, nobody that we'd use. Eric Comrie is already ours. And let's be honest, we really don't need goalies. Defensively, nobody that we'd need. I mean, Roman Josi, but obviously he's not what we know Roman Josi eventually became. In terms of 3-star potentials, I mean, these guys won't have trade value at this stage. Their overalls are too damn low. Let's see. Top right winger available, of course, is Kessel. You got Donskoy, Hemsky. Again, I really don't want to pay Phil Kessel $8 million to not really perform. There is David Gran. somebody that we drafted and traded that we can probably get back. Not Adrian back, but bring him back to the team. Left wing, Zetterberg and Sharp. We let go of both of them. And again, look at the freaking money they're asking for. Like, logically, it makes sense to bring those guys back. But from a video game standpoint, it makes no sense at all. And the top centers, Lindgren, Vermette, Bouchard. Like, I feel like I'm going to have to turn this into a draft of glory. That's what it feels like. That's where we are. Shout out to Terrell Seaman. Because who among us wouldn't love to go through life with a name like Terrell Seaman? I'm not going to bring back the big names. Kessel, Zetterberg, Sharp. I'm going to let them go. And we're just going to see what the hell we look like heading into next season. We'll deal with the RFAs. I only have 18 players under contract right now. So, if we look at the goalies, we do need to sign Eric Comrie. He's not asking for that much. If we get Melvin Boyd in the AHL, can he even go to the AHL? He's American, so he shouldn't have been a junior player. Oh, I know I have $40 million in cap space. There's nobody I want to use it on, though. Sharp, Zetterberg, Kessel, they were all on this team last year and didn't do anything. So I have no desire to spend that money. Anybody under a 65, let's go ahead and sign just to fill out the roster a little bit. And then obviously it'll be AHL or junior. That's where we'll start to get this number up there a little bit. So Leonard Matheson, who was a first overall pick. At center, we got to bring back Sasha Barkov. And we can sign Justin Ness. Let me get the name up there a little bit. I mean, Donskoy is not too bad. I mean, it's Domskoy and Hemsky, but again, what is the point? These big freaking names haven't done anything for me. I mean, again, like, you look at Kessel. He's been okay. He hasn't been insane. Regular season, he's had one really good year for us. The rest is just kind of okay. So, Donskoy is apparently a 50-point guy. Not much of a playoff performer. He is listed as a two-way. I just don't know if I want to give Donskoy that much money. I really don't, to be honest. Simming ahead. We'll see what we look like. Might be time to be tank commanders ourselves to try and flip this around. David Gran is back. I like how he's like, hey, thanks for drafting me. So, Shao, Comrie, Barkov. That'll leave us with $38 million in cap space. And once we get to the preseason, see how we got to fill out the roster. We'll sign some dudes to take up cap so our contracts don't get reorganized. But all the big names we tried to invest in just couldn't get it done, which is crazy because you think about names that we picked up in the Oilers run and the Blue Jackets run, and it was the big names that carried us. But now here in 13, that just has not happened. So it's a little bit confusing, frustrating. All of the above. Goodness. Had to tag Sin, by the way, in the graph that we showed about the Sharks. Shout out to Mark Edward Vlasic, though. Holy crap. That was nuts. It looks like Pierre-Marc Bouchard and Rene Bourque could still end up being there. They were there last year, too. They set out the entire season. Those would be two guys that we very, very likely end up with. And they're still there. The type of guys that we need. And then maybe we would have seen some off-season development, hopefully, for some of our other unsigned dudes. I hope. I hope. Our 8th season. Jesus, we've already simmed 7 seasons. We have been to a Stanley Cup final. It didn't end well. But our 8th frickin' season, huh? Segura is almost worth signing. We signed Ness. It feels like our 12th season. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. So in goal, Phaneuf and Comrie. Defense, Kulikov, Severson, Petrovic, Seidenberg, Kluber-Tans, and Clark. Which, to be honest, I don't hate. On the right is Barron, Gran, Kessel, Virtanen. Gotta be honest, I'm gonna try it. At least they're prospects of ours. We do need a left wing. Unless we call up Ness. Let's just see what the team looks like. Nobody's scratched outside of Ness. So I could send down one dude. Who is said dude that I would send down? It would have to be Elite 1C Derek Grant. If I wanted to be players that we care about. Bourque, Klesla, Barron. Antila, Reinhart, Barkov, Matheson, Zhao, Grant, Kessel, Ness, and Virtanen. I might as well just call up 2 of the forwards then. I might as well. I only have one other sign, though, and that's Balej. If we were to call him up, drop Antila, run with Chris Bourque. Bourque, Klesla, Barron, Barkov, Reinhart, Zhao, Matheson, Ness, Gran, Balej, Kessel, Virtanen. I'm willing to try it. What, is it going to be worse? We can't get out of the goddamn first round. How much worse can it possibly be? We have Philip Klesla. He's the only guy that we need. Don't worry about it. I've hit the desperation point, haven't I? I have hit the desperation point, haven't I? Game freezes and corrupts your save files. Sir, this isn't NHL 24. Save files didn't get corrupted as much, if at all. So, wrong game. Let's see. Let's see what we can do here. Surplus. Not first and seconds. Okay, seconds, but not first. I gotta sneeze again. God damn it. Is your boy getting sick? That's the question. Could happen. I've sneezed quite a bit tonight. Give me 3 stars or lower. Defense. 3 stars. And then goalie, anybody under like a 78 or so. 76 is fine too. Dennis Seidenberg is definitely still on the block. Actually, you know what? No, Dennis Seidenberg's fine. As it is, I need people to take up cap space. I want to see it through. I want to see how bad we are. I do think we're in a lot of trouble. I will sign Pierre-Marc Bouchard. Even if it is for the purpose of trying to flip him or just storing him in the AHL. We'll do the same thing with Rene Bourque. Let's give Jordan Caron a bunch of money. Former Bruin. I don't think I can go. Yeah, I can't go the other way. Well, chat, give me something to talk about while we scroll for 16 years to offer Jordan Caron a max contract. Because that's where we're at right now. NHL 04, best part of the game. Being able to have a desk that has flames on it. It is faster than 24, it's true. It is. Shout out to Big Nate, 30 months. Carey Price, #1 Golar. I mean, it's right here in sight, huh? Opinion on soft pretzels. They're okay, but pretzels are better. Best way to have pretzels, by the way, is with red pepper hummus. That's the way to do it. Carey Price, #1 Golar. What franchise mode will do next? Never. This is going to be my last one because I'm never going to win anything. We're going to be here forever. For absolute ever. Any interest in V2? No, I don't even know what the hell that means. I'm such an old man. So, I'll say no. I'll have to try it with red pepper hummus. Oh, it's really, really good. I didn't think I'd ever be like, yeah, red pepper hummus. But in June, we were at the airport, and it's what Fiance 24 grabbed. Frame drops? I'm not seeing anything on my side, so that's the Twitch side of things, which is interesting. Weird. Yeah, honestly, it's delicious. It is delicious. Skroy is okay. Okunev. 2 okay players or hold out to hope that the Islanders' first round pick is worth a lot and we get a really, really good player. Let's hold on hope for the really, really good player. Screw it. Screw it. Why'd you offer that lad a fuck ton of money? Endo, because we have $40 million in cap space, and I need people to take up said cap. Otherwise, it'll auto-adjust contracts. I want to keep Damon Severson, but that's not a bad option. In the meantime, we can just keep being terrible. Did you blow it up again? Yeah. All of our dudes either sucked or got old, and it was a disaster. Whatever. It's going to leave it the way it is. Those dudes are in the AHL. It's fine. Let's just go. Let's just go. How bad are we going to be? How bad are we going to be? Damon Severson for 2 seconds. Man, people still really, really want Damon Severson. Dusty didn't miss anything but pain and agony. I'm going to get offers for Damon Severson until I say yes or edit my trade block. So I'm going to go edit my trade block because holy shit. It is very annoying. Very, very annoying. Is it the last chance, the last shot, the last hope for the Florida Panthers? With a god-awful team in terms of rating. Is it our last hope? I'm not trading Klubertons, that's for sure. Now, he'll be the one that I get all the offers for. He traded Kane. Well, in fairness, I traded Kane last night. I gotta edit the damn thing again because we keep getting offers for Klubertons. Which is weird because I thought he... Why am I getting offers for Reinhardt? Doesn't make sense. What? I guess, is Reinhardt 3-star potential? That wouldn't make any sense at all. That wouldn't make any sense whatsoever. Oh, I put it in 80. Let's put that at about a 74. Beautiful. There we go. NHL 13. Really, really fun gameplay to watch during our failed Stanley Cup bid. A lot of people hated the gameplay for this. I enjoyed it. Still enjoy it. But yeah, this franchise mode's tough. It is tough. Grand's on the NHL team, so I'll say no to that. Say no to that. Petio and Slaney for a first. Lee Petio is a 62 at 19. That's not bad. He's also huge. And Clarence Slaney as a goalie is a 57 at 19. We can move on from those guys and hope that the Canucks pick is a top 3, top 5. It's a possibility. It's what we kind of keep banking on. Kick the can down the road. Try to end up with really, really good prospects. The problem is, instead of sticking to that plan, I would then trade those prospects for guys like Zetterberg, Sharp, and it just didn't freaking work. So, Can you believe we're 0-2? Can you believe it? You know, call it a hunch. I don't think my strategy is going to work here. Unless my strategy is to get a first overall pick. In which case, I should be well on my way. Well on my way. Goodness. Goodness. We beat the Jets back-to-back. Reskovich. No, thank you. Barron and Gran, you're both on the roster. We'll say no to that. Mike Milbury. I mean, honestly, though, 3-4-1. It's not as if our team with really good players was significantly better than this. I mean, especially that one season, they were not very good at all. So, all things considered, this isn't that bad. Petro, Leclerc, and Irving for a first and a second. 21 and a 63. Oh, we'll be taking this deal. I don't need those two other goalies. You got a deal, Dallas. Thank you very much. Let's keep recycling into first round picks. So we're feeling all right. Ever read a Choose Your Own Adventure book? When I was a child, yes. It has been a long, long time. A long, long time indeed. Poiston and Morozov in a second for 2 firsts. Okay, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. Puistonen is a 60 at 19, which isn't that bad. And Morozov is another goalie that we don't necessarily need. Yeah, we'll take that too. We'll take that too. Remember the show Zumba Food? No, I don't. I remember hearing about it, but I never watched it. I couldn't tell you a damn thing about it, aside from the fact that it had a weird name. So, Kless up to 10 goals already. What a beast. 5, 6, and 1. 6, 6, and 1. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. We might have figured out the formula. The worse the team is, the better they are. Maybe we're better than the Washington Capitals, even though they beat us. That's unfortunate. We might not be completely abysmal. Which, honestly, would be the worst thing in the world. Like, we need to be either good, surprisingly good, or expectedly bad. If we're somewhere in between, this whole idea of simming this season accomplishes absolutely nothing. So that sucks. I don't want to trade Barron, and the fact so many people want to acquire him is a good sign. He has 14 assists, too. He's killing it. This could be a really good season for him from a developmental standpoint. Usatalo, Knight, and Boyd for a first and a second. Ville Usatalo, 66 overall, 19 years old. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Knight is a 62 at 19 years old. And then Melvin Boyd was the really good goalie. But again, it is that thought of would New Jersey's pick be better, but I don't think I have to take that particular one. I'd want 2 firsts in that instance. 15 goals for Klesla, though. 500 hockey team, baby. Oh, you're running a bunch of 60s in your lineup. That's not going to go well. Oh, is it not? How dare you doubt the franchise lord? We're going to win the cup this year. Just you wait. Just you wait. So what if we lost to Carolina? So what if we lost to Tampa? Shout out to Got a Splash for the raid, by the way. How was the stream? Oh, God. This team's dead in the water, aren't they? This team's dead in the water. Edmonton's 13-4-0. I'm not trading Barron. Leave me alone. Give me good players. Give me picks. Give me fuel. Give me fire. Give me that which I desire. Ooh. Goodness. Goodness. Goodness, goodness. Franchi shitpost god 24. 14, 13, and 2. Not looking too shabby. Klessel's got 20 goals. Barron, 22 assists. You know, if we stop the sim here, go best lines, reorganize. Maybe. We are hovering around 500, which is absolutely hilarious. So, yeah, Klessel and Barron do work really well together. I imagine Reinhardt is bumping up some of the others. Is Storm Phaneuf doing a good job? He's got a 9-12. That's not so low that we'd have to take him out of there. Please make the playoffs. Please make the playoffs. This is the last hurrah, perhaps. We can do it. We can do it. That's right. Beat Anaheim 5-0. Quack, quack. Mr. Ducksworth. Duckworth? Ducksworth. Duckworth? Duckworth. Quack, quack. Got a better record than the Coyotes. Which means we're going to lose to them. Yep. Aw, Jay McClement got traded? Why didn't you offer me Jay McClement? Storm Phaneuf's insane with this defense. Must be Carey Price. No, sir. Devin Levi is Carey Price. Have you seen pictures of the two of them together? Or just individually even? They are the same person. 17, 16, and 2. Klesla and Barron crushing it. Sasha Barkov leading this team in PIMS. Unbelievable. Oh, NHL 13 Stanley Cup Edition with $40 of added value to Hockey Ultimate Team, where you get Stanley Cup themed team packs featuring a selection of 5 randomly picked player items from the Eastern and Western Conference champions. You also get a gold jumbo Hockey Ultimate Team pack featuring an exclusive Wayne Gretzky Hockey Ultimate Team legend item. Oh my God. You also get the CCM Boost Pack featuring the all-new CCM RBZ hockey stick. And a 10% discount on a one-time purchase at shop.nhl.com. Yeah, look at that. Look at that Gretzky item. Isn't that hot? Look at Wayne right there. Pimping out Wayne Gretzky like NBA pimps out Kobe Bryant. And Wayne's not even dead. Oh, NHL 13. What a game you are. All the hot boosts haven't changed since 13. I'll give you a couple packs and I know, right? This year it's like, we'll get you some packs and here's a Cale Makar. Have fun. Have fun. Got my game content download information. I'm sure that code's been used. Can't even use it anymore anyway. The server is down. Skis. Uh, 24-19-3. We actually have a winning record. Chara's back. It's the same game. Yeah, you do want to trade for Barron, don't you? 32 assists. Eat your heart out, Patrick Kane. Did Endo just compare Cale Makar to Wayne Gretzky? I mean, it's often been said that Wayne Gretzky is the Cale Makar of forwards. So, you know. Who are you to disagree with they who say that, you know? Who are you to disagree? Are there still real players in your draft? Oh, well, that ended long ago. Long ago. Anyway, by the way, hey, you know, while we wait 6 years for this result, hey, for those of you watching live right now, follow the damn channel if you haven't already. What's the matter with you? Respect the bucket hat. Follow the damn channel. And hey, if you have a primer to use, what better place than here? Am I right? For people who will watch this on YouTube in a month, hi, you're also handsome and or just in general attractive, and I appreciate you. Make sure to subscribe and leave a like on the video if you haven't already. Do it. Do it. Be a good person. Help me help you. I'm not going to trade Usatalo for once. I'm going to hold on to him. Anyway, we're just here now. We're just here now. We're waiting to see if this team can pull off a miracle and make the playoffs, or if they're going to absolutely suck. They're going to absolutely suck. I got to see if Crash Andrews uploaded that image that he wanted to upload. I don't believe he did. Terrible friend, Crash Andrews. Unbelievable. The cum cap. The cum cap. Ridiculous. Ridiculous, I say. Usatalo, Knight, and Boyd for a first and a second. That is going to be a no. 31 goals for Klesla. Can he hit 54 again? Can he do it? He has more goals than John Tavares. Noted still New York Islanders player John Tavares. But a month away from the deadline. This is going to happen, everybody. This is going to happen. It's going to happen. We're going to be okay. Shout out to Dark Void. I have to get to work because I haven't really... Void, we love you. Thank you for the 59 months. Nobody believes you, but thank you for the 59 months. We appreciate you. Did I tell you the Avalanche are amazing? You know, Mishki, I didn't believe it until you told me that the Colorado Avalanche of all teams were great. I didn't believe it until you told me, but you told me, and now here we are. Look at that. It turned out to be true. Holy hell, huh? Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought that a team with Nathan McKinnon, Mikko Rantanen, Cale Makar, that they'd actually be good at hockey? I can't fucking believe it. It blows my mind. Blows my mind. Oh, goodness. Well, we are a pretty mid team, but we might be able to do it. We might. If I were to set the team to say, give me players for the deadline, if we were to add to this team a little bit, could we make this happen? Do we go one more? Considering we just lost 7-0 to Tampa. I don't think it will necessarily work out to even add to this team. I just don't want to give up on them. The beautiful boys of Florida. You know? I don't want to give up. But Jesus, don't I feel trapped. Oh my God. Oh, I feel trapped by this team. Absolutely trapped. Kampfer is a 60 overall at 20 years old. We'll get rid of him for a first round pick. That's a no-brainer. That's in this year's draft, too. I just wonder if prospects will develop well enough. Boy, we are on a terrible, terrible run heading into the deadline, aren't we? Just going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it. I don't think we're going to be making the playoffs here. Call it a hunch. We're not getting any offers. Well, the good news is for the upcoming draft, we have 4 first-round picks. So we still have quite a few to work with. And our own pick is looking promising. We're letting this be a season where our younger guys are being allowed to develop for the most part. Screw it. Screw it. We're going to continue on. I'm not giving up yet, although I'm close. And the fear is that we are staring down the barrel of another rebuild. And that's pretty scary. That is pretty scary.